And now, lights. Lighting is something that can be difficult to master. However, the only way to get better is to experiment with it. Lighting makes all the difference when creating an image. It doesn't matter what kind of lens or camera you have because you can make an image really pop if you're creative with your lighting. Light sets can be pretty expensive. However, the cheapest and best light source is natural daylight. There are also plenty of lights around the house that you can make good use out of. First things first, let's get some terminology down. We'll start with the basics. A key light is your main source of light lighting the subject. The greatest key to use when indoors in the daytime is sunlight coming through a window. Just position your subject so that their light is on their face. It is always recommended to diffuse your light to evenly spread it out and create a softer illumination. You can diffuse a light with anything translucent, such as a shower curtain or wax paper. If shooting indoors at nighttime, a Chinese lantern works great since it already has diffusion with the paper. Just position it as close to your subject as possible. A fill light is a secondary light source which helps control contrast and fill in shadows. The fill works best when it is not as bright as the key, so it's best not to dim the light or reflect your key by using a reflector. Aluminum foil works great as a reflective material, and it's pretty versatile since you can tape it to any kind of stand or surface. You can also wrap a cardboard cutout in foil and you now have a reflector you can take outside. The backlight is a third light source which is pointed behind the subject to separate them from the background. You generally want the light brighter than your key so you can actually see the halo effect behind your subject. And a background light is optional but can really make your image pop. And voila, you've got your 3-point lighting system. Now, there are many different types of lighting scenarios, but I'll keep it simple and narrow it down to high key and low key lighting. High key is flat and completely illuminating the subject, which is something you see more often in comedies, game shows, or this video, for example. Low key is more dramatic and has more shadows, so it works best for drama or horror stories. You can create a low key look by removing lights and moving remaining ones around to shape the shadows as you please. They both evoke different moods and should make sense for your image. If shooting outside, the sun is your greatest key. However, it sometimes can be overwhelming, so it's best to shoot your subject in the shade. All of the elements of filming are interconnected, so refer back to the videography video for a refresher on camera settings, as they are key to helping you tailor your image according to lighting. Remember, restriction can only make you more creative.